himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On the run, it's Beebe. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you...
Could be an alley. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First carry of the season. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Broussard. And he's still running after the move. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
This offense is on fire, man. Back-to-back plays completely going across the field. Now set up in a goal-to-go situation. Now the field shrinks a little bit. Interested to see if they can punch it in, be more physical. I know they made the big explosive plays to get here. Now they got to do the ground and pound dirty work.
Run in the red zone. It's Hughes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his legs, it's Beebe. There he goes. He now has 84 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Here's a little room there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has two explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success. And he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the running pass really well on this drive.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his second rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Under fire. He's got him in the flat. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as his offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Makes the grab, it's Broussard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cougars will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally... in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Timeout Houston, their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Throws it deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
From the red zone, it's Sanford. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Becker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like, if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza-type leap, right? Like, where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Richard. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Off play action. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. To the air. It's Hoover. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air. It's Wegman. Rushes on him. He's got it.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Using his legs, it's Beebe. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, man. Because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how...
There's some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Broussard. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense.
Breaks into the open. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. He's up to 86 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Preston. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job.
And he's in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got his man. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's tempo.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Complete downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Houston.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. That's caught. It's shot. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Under fire. And it's a sack. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside. It's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field.
They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Wegman. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The run inside. It's Richard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The RPO fire complete to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Hoosiers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bag's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. When there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got it, feet down in bounds.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back open in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
Timeout, Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. It's Thomas. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Like, you always want to finish halves with a bang, right? Like, get some momentum, keep some momentum, and they did just that. They put the long drive together to score right here and completely change the way this game looks, Jesse, going into the half.
Yeah, and you just saw a sense of urgency, too, on offense on that last drive, right? And give the coaching staff credit, too. I think they did a good job of really explaining the situation and the opportunity ahead of them. We can score here at the end of the half, take the lead, and we're going to get the ball back first in the second half to extend that lead. Really, really good awareness.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepting. The defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the red area, it's Sanford. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Houston! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, And now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Bulldogs looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got a man, it's Hughes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And how about this offense keeping their foot on the gas? They've got the lead, and they're still taking shots. Accurate throw by the quarterback, and what a great job by his target after the catch, making a guy miss and getting some extra yards.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this.